perfect. Just be alive with the pulse.
Yeah. Uh, this is my last one, but I think it's super cute. All you have to do is whisper in my ear. You can say laundry or daddy. My mind's going to the same place.
Yeah, laundry.
Flip it for me.
I love it.
Welcome back to Muse on the Mic. I'm Riley.
And I'm Emily. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Muse on the Mic. We are talking about something that's going to get everyone's engine revved. Riley, tell everyone what we're doing today on this episode.
We're going to react or read some comments to an Instagram post we saw. It was a really simple post asking a question to men, and the comment section was where it was at with this post. So the post reads, men only, give women an example of how to initiate bedroom time. Pretty simple, right?
You you would think, and yet yes. Women overcomplicate this so much, and we're about to learn how simple men are. And I love them for that because I swear they're the balance we need.
Yeah. They really are simple. And I think their responses were really sweet and endearing and sometimes just really straight to the point, which that's a man.
Absolutely. And, I know the question was geared towards dudes, but I found some of the women's comments were surprised at how simple some of these answers were. And I'm glad they were surprised, but I'm also glad that now they know because we
Yeah.
know this from the industry we're in, right? For everyone who's a new listener, let's tell them a little bit. We are owners of a body rub parlor, a happy ending massage place in Toronto, Canada. So in our world, we're talking about sexy time engagement all the time. Like there isn't that she has to initiate and then, something happens. People come in and it's automatically assumed this is what they're here to buy, right? But we hear from our clients and from our staff all the time about the inner workings of their personal relationships. And women can almost overthink if they're not feeling their cutest that day, or they haven't finished laundry and they'd rather wear that outfit, or their sexy pajamas are in the hamper, or like the littlest tiniest things we can throw us off and just assume, oh, he'd never want to today because I think my hair looks stupid and blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, dudes are like, ass, okay. It's really that simple. And we should have healthier egos because of it, instead of overthinking all these little details that he's like, what do you, I didn't even notice when you chopped all your hair off, let alone
Right.
that this little thing is going woohoo today. Like they really don't care about those funny details, whereas we obsess about them. And if we could just figure this out on both sexes' side, we'd all be having a lot more sex,
Yes. Yes.
which
And I
is
mean,
always
it's
the
true.
name.
We overthink as women everything. So it's no surprise that we overthink, beauty or sex or how to initiate or what he wants. And again, I feel like we'll use this word so many times in this episode. Men are simple creatures. So let's
Yes.
get into a few of the comments. We both have a bunch to read, and some are pretty funny. But I'll
Yeah.
start with one. It says, just sit close to me, put your head on my chest, let me hold you for a while, then look up at me. I'll get the hint.
Oh, I love it. So wholesome.
It's easy.
It's that easy. You snuggled up on the couch watching something anyway. Just go for it. Just go for it, girls. I think it's so beautiful. And same kind of vibes here. Like initiation is as simple as touching me in a way that she wouldn't want anyone else to touch me.
Mm, I like that.
Right? So grab his bum when he passes you in the kitchen. Come on, that's easy.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Okay, this one's a little more fun. No outfit, no foreplay, just get on your knees.
Hey,
Just
I'm team
assume the
blowjob, so I love
position.
that. Yeah. Just assume that. Just get your knee pads.
But that's the thing is, I think as women, oftentimes if we're thinking, okay, I'm going to initiate, because I think women should initiate more sex instead of just waiting to receive, the invite. But we think it through too much. Like, okay, where are we going to be? What am I going to wear? Have I taken a shower? Like, there's too many working components for women, whereas they just want the simplicity. Just look at them. Just get on your knees.
I mean, visualize that for a minute, right? He's like
Yeah.
running around the house doing whatever, comes into the bedroom and you're just literally on the carpet on your knees. And he's just like, oh,
And it works.
okay. Like Dick is out by that. He hasn't even finished the okay sentence. Like O has happened, Dick is out before K. It's
Yeah.
just that simple. Like he's ready to go. Forget what the kids are doing. He's gonna lock the bedroom door, let them bang, and he wants his BJ at that moment. And I don't blame him. But it can be that simple. Imagine how amazing he's gonna be for the next few days after that, because that was great. Come on Tuesday, right? To be that simple. So
Yeah.
sweet. So sweet. Women underuse these tools.
Hmm.
All right, here we go. Um, I'm easy to please. All you got to do is tell me you appreciate me and that I'm doing a great job. Kiss my neck, bracket, pound town.
I love that as a hashtag.
Sweet. Here's one more. All you got to do is say, I need some dick. And most of the time, fellas, it's already go time. Ladies, stop overthinking. It never takes much for us, fellas.
Oh,
Right?
love that.
D.
I love that. And what would the first one say? Tell me how good I'm doing or something like that. They want to be recognized,
that you
right?
that you appreciate me and I'm doing a great job.
Yeah. And I think so many men, and this goes to our even our men's appreciation episodes, they want to feel like they're doing a good job. They want to feel like they're seen just like we do, right?
That's so true. It's so again wholesome. It's so
Mhm.
heartfelt and sweet. But like that's all they want to know. It's just like tell me you like me. You know?
Yeah.
Be happy that I'm here and that this is great. Things are great and pound town.
And I think so many times we think men want, it's very sexual based and just primal, but they are emotional creatures too, and they want
Yeah,
that kind of connection and appreciation and love and tenderness. Really, make it
the
sound so romantic,
tenderness.
but men love romance as well. It's not just something for women.
Right. I mean, romance is the key to get them what they want, right?
Hmm.
It's that simple. But you'd have a lot less arguments out like, honey, like, shovel the driveway or take out the garbage when you're this girl. Just
Yeah,
knees once in a while. It's so easy. Then tell him he's done a great job.
I agree.
This is a trade-off. And we say it all the time. A happy ego in a man is a happy penis,
Yeah.
and a happy penis breeds a healthier man. And so he's going to be a better husband and a better friend and a better,
Mhm.
employee and boss and all the things, all the roles he has to take on. It's a lot easier to focus on the challenges of the day when you get some appreciation. I mean, we all love that, right? I love it.
I got a good one. It's dope to be desired. Say what you want or what you want me to do, and say it with confidence.
Say it with confidence. That confidence is key. And that goes for both sexes because we love a confident man, right?
Yes.
That's hot. That's
I
really
think
hot.
confidence is the sexiest thing in both sexes. And I'll even give a bit of a personal story. I was,
Hey.
this was years ago, but I was in a sexual situation. I had a monster pimple on my butt, guys. Okay. Full disclosure. And I was also younger. I was very insecure about it. And I was embarrassed. I almost wanted to avoid the experience just because I had a pimple.
Mhm.
And I remember the gentleman I was with being like, it makes you more human. Like it just takes, the facade down and you're just real and have
Real.
confidence. Why is my confidence shaken because I have a pimple? That is silly. I'm a woman. Like embrace your beauty and just go in with confidence. And I think you'll win every time.
How did it make you feel though? Like, did it change? Be like, oh my God, I'm overthinking.
100%. And I think
Good.
women are such gorgeous creatures, even on our worst day, that I think we analyze ourselves too closely. And I certainly am guilty of this, that just one small pimple I thought would throw it off, or maybe he'd think I was like, who gets a pimple on their butt? I don't know. I don't know what I thought of the whole situation, but I felt insecure by it, which is the
Right.
opposite of confident. And if I just go in confident, then, I'm already up here. Don't bring yourself down.
That's so true. I love that you just said all of that. I hope every girl that ever listens to this takes that message because it's life changing. It's literally life changing. You can steal your own joy by
Mhm.
over criticizing yourself, and getting it's almost like a loop that you get in your head with those kind of insecurities. I mean, we all have them, right? But
Yeah.
think of like if that had stopped you, you could have
Mhm.
missed out on what was a great sexual encounter, I hope, but also a life lesson learned, and
Yeah.
had you chicken out of that, because of this tiny little dot, like you would have missed out on some growth and confidence and like how you'd go into the next round and every man or every situation afterwards. It's a steal comparison can be the stealer of joy in so many ways. And I
Yeah.
think that's what we do in our minds is we assume because of like the media and visuals that we see, women
Mhm.
are to be perfect and anything less breaks the entire illusion. That's
Mhm.
not true. That's not true at all. It means now we're not on a screen. We're actually real people with moving
Yeah.
parts and skin and texture and all the things. Men love that stuff. All the things that we are worried about, they love the little squishy parts. They love the way your hips do that thing, like
Yeah.
that little smush over your jeans. Like they love the little parts they can grab onto and like snuggle up in. And we can literally cut ourselves off at the knees or the vagina before we even get out the gate. I love that
I,
little tidbit. That's a
I
good one.
think we're always assuming that they're looking for perfection. And I think that's just not reality. And it's something we
It's true.
put in our own heads. And I've been saying this to Emily for a while. I want to one day get into an episode about women's bodies and confidence, um, and body image. But it's such a big topic because as women, we're just immersed from like childhood of beauty standards that then we put on ourselves. So we just need to kind of let go and relax and lead with confidence.
150%. It would make all of us that much more attractive and sexier to the people we want to attract. So good. So good. But the yin and yang is real, right? Like cause and effect. And it just keeps going. So interesting.
Mhm.
What else you got? You got another one?
Um, Simple. Talk to me nice. Look at me. It's connection and intimacy. Be nice to me and look at me.
So easy. It's
But
so
I
true,
think
though. I
about,
mean, come home, your husband talks to you nice and gives you that look. You're like,
yeah.
oh, okay, it's that today. Okay. Like, it's a tone change. It's a slight tone change, but it makes
Mhm.
all the difference. So
Well,
good.
and it's a sad reality, and I don't want to shit on women because not everyone's like this, but I think it's a sad reality that it's an indication of I'm going to have sex if she just speaks to me nicely and looks at me. So how many men are not being, looked back at or even spoken to kindly?
Spoken to.
It's really sad.
It is very sad. It's unfortunate that so many relationships get to that point. It shouldn't be. And a little bit of communication, a little extra effort could
Yeah,
solve so many of those problems. But it's true. At the same time, without those problems, Muse would be out of business. So,
fair
you
point.
know, grains of salt everywhere.
Welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. So today, welcome to your clitoris stimulation masterclass. So do you want to become a master in stimulating her clitoris and make her scream with pleasure? Well, you're in the right place. Like we've talked about before, it's important to note that 80% of women do not reach climax during penetration, which means they need clitoris stimulation in order to orgasm. So your wing girl Riley's back, and I've got 6 tips for you that are going to send you to the top of your class in clitoris pleasure. So like a lot of things we talk about when it comes to sex, we're going to start with teasing. So you're going to use your hand and cup her vulva. This will be done over her panties or her clothes. You're going to apply pressure with the palm of your hand, but not direct stimulation to her clit. This is going to take time, guys. Once her panties have come off, you're going to use your favorite lube and start massaging around her pubic bone as well as her hood. If this tip isn't enough, subscribe to Patreon for the whole thing.
All right. Let's see. Touch yourself in front of me, and after I watch a little bit, it's on.
Ooh,
And I don't think that means gut naked, legs spread, masturbate in front of me. If you're just like, hi, honey, like you've just touched yourself in front of him, and he immediately is like, oh, okay. Like it's literally that simple. Again, don't overthink the simple stuff.
yeah.
Here's another one. Simply grab me by the hand gently and say, come with me and take me to the bedroom. Let's
I
go.
love
Let's go.
that.
Come on, kids.
Well, it's communicating what you want. Be direct.
And simple, right? Direct, simple instructions. He knows exactly what the like objective in the exercise is. He can
Yeah,
get right to it. Um, Lock the door and tie your ponytail up.
I love that.
We know that's a winner every time. The
There is
little
zero
scrunchie comes
words
out.
needed. Just the action. He totally knows what time it is.
100%. It's so like sinfully innocent. I love
Mhm.
it. Lick my ear. That's it. That's all. These are so good. Men are so good.
I love them.
All you have to do is whisper in my ear, baby, come take off my panties.
Ooh,
Simple. So simple.
that's
Look at
my
me. Say
direction.
it. Just start. 10 times out of 10, when you look at us, we're ready to go straight in.
I love it.
So fun.
I
So
got a
fun.
couple funny ones too. I had the ponytail one, so I'll take that off my list. Um, for most men, just knowing you're near us and breathing is enough.
It's perfect. Just be alive with the pulse.
Yeah. This is my last one, but I think it's super cute. All you have to do is whisper in my ear. You can say laundry or daddy. My mind's going to the same place.
Yeah, laundry.
Flip it for me.
I love it. Go fold that shit. Fold it harder. So good. Listen, I've never been that kind of housewife personally because cleaning irritates me. I'd rather have a maid. But
Right.
I get that. I get it. Because obviously, every other woman I know deals with that kind of nonsense. And something as simple as helping with the laundry, switching out the machine, hanging some shit up can be a turn on to
Hmm.
very, very many a woman.
Yeah.
And again, I haven't been in that circumstance. I don't have kids. I don't have that whole chaotic like backup of like house chores that but I can imagine like how stressful that would be. I don't like when any to-do list gets backed up. It stresses me the heck out. So I can see how it's not sexy. And then as soon as someone solves some of the problems, he's now the fucking hero. I'm getting the knee pads. Like
Right.
immediately. You mean the laundry's done and I get to actually check that off the list? That's hot. That's helpful. Helpful is hot. It
Absolutely.
really is. Um, here's a good one. Text me. Leave your panties off too long, or hop in the shower and just invite me. There's another one. Text me. Text me while I'm with at work with visuals to throw my train of thought off in a meeting.
Ooh, I love that.
Love that. So spicy, right?
Hmm.
Simple, spicy. Could be one sentence and just a photo, or no sentence and
Yeah.
just a photo. And he's going to be like, and throw him right off. That's so sexy. I
Foreplay,
love it.
for sure.
That little drop the towel move. That's all. Just, oops. Oh my God, what are we overthinking?
Mhm.
That's so funny. This one is a deep thought and yet very simple. That's a simple answer. Date a person you actually like. That's like,
Fair.
damn. Because there's some people that do not like each other at all.
Yeah.
But if you really like the person that you're with, I get it. Like that makes sense. It would be so much easier to initiate all the things. And he's constantly going to be ready because he likes you and he
Hmm.
knows that you like him. Like that makes, even if you're obsessed with your wife, if she's like, I don't even know if she likes me, that's hard. That's hard to
Yeah.
really kind of push through in every circumstance. I thought that was cute. I liked it. Um, all right, I got a couple long ones here, but they're really simple and I liked it. Simple code phrases. Babe, I spilled something. Can you help me? Bend over. These are in brackets afterwards. I miss you while already being in each other's presence. Have a random song. Not so sexual, but more like an inside joke because kids be around sometimes.
Mm.
It's so simple. Randomly lock eyes and lock the door. That's it. It's like, all right, all right. Create an intimate moment and some passion by gently kissing or touching around my neck, shoulders, chest, anything that allows him to feel desired and appreciated. So, again, with the appreciated, repeated theme.
Yeah.
um, Men love intimacy. It's actually simple. So sensual touching and kissing is great. We also have a visual appetite, so put on something cute. If your guy's dominant or works in a position of control, we also like to be dominated. I was like, hello. So just whip out your shit, push us on the bed, and take over. It's that simple, ladies. The next one, smile at me.
Yeah.
But we hear that in our world when girls meet the clients and do the little greeting introduction thing. My heart breaks anytime I hear someone. I'll pick the one that smiled because everyone should smile. Now, muses are really good about that, but we know there are parlors out there where nobody smiles, and there's like hi. It's like an eye roll and a wave. That's not hot, but if you like lock eyes and be like, "Hey, how are you?" Smile.
Mm-hmm.
Smile's a beautiful thing. It's so sexy. Couple more, and they're short ones. Tell us how proud you are of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's so simple. This last one is my favorite.
Okay.
Head. Just head. And it's like enter with a bunch of spaces. It's really that simple. Unsolicited, unexpected, voluntary head. Our midsection is our ignition button. So start with kisses and caresses and work your way down. I'm not talking get it out of the way like it's a chore. Do it like you love it. Cherish it, appreciate it, worship it. No matter
Ooh,
what, head.
I love
A
it.
BJ
You know
can
what?
solve world peace.
We really, as women, have it so easy. These guys are
I
easy. That I
do.
mean, let's flip the role here. Imagine a guy, your husband, okay? Just randomly takes off your pants and wants to start eating your vagina. I mean, that does sound hot, but depending on the day, the moment, what's happening, her mood, that could go very wrong. Whereas on the flip side, I think there's not a lot of men that you could do that to that it would go wrong. I think it's an easy win. And their ego is going to be just huge.
Huge and happy and healthy and like nurtured and his cup refilled and all the cliches in the self-help books all in one. Telling you a BJ can solve so many problems. It sounds simple, but it's not. It is a layered thing. But I love that he pointed out the spontaneity, the like unadulterated lust for it. Worship it. Enjoy yourself
Right.
doing it because here's this tale for me. In my early, like, well after losing my virginity, but long before I kind of established my likes as an adult, I knew very early on I loved giving BJs and I knew I was
Right.
really good at it and I could use it kind of as a tool in my wheelhouse. But I would get into it so much that like down my inner thigh would just be like dripping out my pussy. And I've twice had orgasms giving head just through thought
Really?
of how much I was enjoying it alone. It was awesome. And both of those men are now married and have
Mhm.
slid up in my DMs once in a blue moon and been like, girl, you ruined head for me. Like I am 45 and I've still never had head like that before. And I'm like,
Wow.
you're welcome.
Well
You're
done,
fucking welcome.
Amy.
But get into it. Allow
Yeah.
yourself to take pleasure in someone else's pleasure because the
Mhm.
plan wasn't, oh, I'm going to get myself off. It just
Right.
was a lovely effect because I was in it that much. Like I was in it,
Right.
was in it. So it did everything and then that it was supposed to do. But I was all about the spontaneous, the driving BJs, the middle of the movie theater BJs. It's a wonder I wasn't in prison at certain points for being like indecent exposure. Don't put me at Candace Wonderland in one of those little rides that have a ceiling or something. Like it's over. It's over. It's gonna be penis everywhere. But guys are that simple about it. Whereas you're right with us, I'm thinking, did I shower? Did I shave? Did I pee too recently? Like
Right.
what's going on? And it's been all day and it's hot outside. Like I'm worried about all the things.
Yeah.
You put your like tie your hair up and Dick is out of his short. He doesn't even take his shorts down. It's just Dick and balls out already. He's ready to go. He's probably sitting
Yeah.
back, just like, let's go, ladies. Come on. Like he's in it. He's totally committed. I think it's so hot.
It is. I love this post. I love the comments. And
Yeah.
to any female viewers that are tuning in and listening, initiate more often. Don't
Take notes.
overthink it and lead with confidence and appreciation.
Yeah, I guarantee it'll work. It'll help build additional connection and intimacy, and it can lead to all kinds of other adventures.
Mhm.
Like maybe you've been waiting a little too long for you two to get away a little bit, or take a break without the kids, or finally plan that date night, book that babysitter kind of vibe. Something as simple as that could be like, yeah, we need more time together. It's moved up the priority list now because that I need more of that. That was great. Let's do that. I love it. I
Agree.
love it. I love how candid the men were too. They were very
Mhm.
honest, and I think that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you have one, definitely drop it in the comments or send it to us privately and we could share it on another episode. But I love the candor. I love hearing these kind of stories, and we'll definitely find more posts like this because I love hearing from the boys. It's so insightful. So good.
That's great.
So, like the video, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hop over to Patreon and subscribe over there because we've got twice as many episodes over there. All the spicy ones that get way dirtier than this are over there too. And I think we'll see you on the next episode of MUSE on the Mic. Bye,
Bye.
guys.